Hello everyone, I'm Kayla and I'm back with another Top 5 Wednesday. Top 5 Wednesday was created by Lainey over at gingerreadslainey and a ton of people have now joined Top 5 Wednesday. I will leave all of the links to the wonderful channels below. You should definitely go check them out, they're all amazing. So let's get started. Today we are talking about underrated books. Most of these are actually series that I'm going to be talking about, and I only had one adult book to show you, so what I did was I'm going to show you the adult book first as an honorable mention, and then my top 5 underrated will be middle grade and YA. My adult book that I have to show you is Mistress of Rome by Kate Quinn, and this takes place in ancient Rome. It's about a slave girl that falls in love with a gladiator, and due to unfortunate circumstances, which I won't talk about, she and him get separated, and it's just about how she eventually becomes the mistress to the Emperor of Rome, and he's not a nice guy at all. It's just adventurous and heartbreaking and also thrilling and addicting. It's filled with characters you hate and characters you love and characters you're just like, why? And I highly recommend checking out Mistress of Rome. It's great historical fiction. So coming in at number 5 on my list is Poison Study by Maria V. Snyder. This is a YA fantasy series that I just started this past year and it's absolutely fabulous and not a lot of people talk about it. It features a teenage girl named Yelena. She's in the commander's dungeons and she's faced with a choice. She can either go to trial and face certain execution or she can become the poison tester for the commander, and it's just filled with adventure and excitement and magic and epic characters, and I love it so much, and she is a badass, and I love characters like that. Love them! So I highly suggest you check out Poison Study by Maria V. Snyder. Coming in at number 4 on my list is the last book I read in 2013, and it is Serafina by Rachel Hartman, another YA fantasy. This world has dragons that can be disguised as humans, and it's about dragons versus humans and the treaty between them, and it is just such a good fantasy novel. The world building is excellent. It's just so magical in atmosphere, and I love the characters so much. And it takes a while to get used to the world and stuff, but once you do, it's like, oh my god, so good, so good. And can we talk about this cover? Yes. I love the male character in this book. His name's Lucian, and he's just so adorbs. Coming in at number 3 on my list is the complete Gregor the Overlander series by Suzanne Collins. If you don't know, Suzanne Collins wrote The Hunger Games. So Gregor the Overlander is a middle grade series. It's a 5-book series about this boy named Gregor living in New York City, and he discovers the Underland, this massive, complex world built beneath the city, filled with rats as characters and cockroaches and humans living down there. Just an epic world. It's just filled with creatures that you wouldn't normally like to read about, but it's just so magical and the characters and things that happen. And I can't even talk to anyone about this series because no one has read it. Because I need to vent. I need to talk about it. The ending is just so good. Read it so we can talk about it, okay? You should probably be able to guess what my number 2 and number 1 is. But let's go through them anyway. Coming in at number 2 on my list is the Under the Never Sky trilogy by Veronica Rossi, and this is book 2 through the Evernight, and I just love these covers. I know some people don't like them, but I just think they're beautiful. Like, the color is so good. And the third book, Into the Still Blue, comes out at the end of January. It is one of my most anticipated of the year. Cannot wait to see how this concludes. This is a dystopian fantasy. That's as good as I can describe it, and it's just so different, so unique. I highly recommend this series, and not a lot of people talk about it on BookTube, and I think it deserves more love. And I'm so excited because I tweeted about Into the Still Blue, and Veronica Rossi actually tweeted me back. I was like, what? Made my entire day, and yes, I'm highly excited about book 3. Okay. And look how handsome Perry looks on this cover. Pretty sure you know what number 1 is. The Girl of Fire and Thorns by Ray Carson. And I don't know how much more I can say about this series. I've said a lot in almost every video. It's a trilogy, a YA fantasy trilogy, and it also has 3 novellas that are excellent novellas. Normally novellas are just like but these novellas are so good. And it's just filled with epic world building, amazing characters. It will forever remain one of my favorite series of all time. And literally no one talks about this on BookTube. I've seen one review, I think. Let me know below if you'd actually be interested in seeing an actual review video for this series. The love that I have for this series, I just can't say enough. Alright guys, that was it for my Top 5 Wednesday. Let me know below what your most underrated book is that you love, and I will see you guys later with another video. Bye! All right, here comes my top 5. What is up with my hands? Coming in at number 2 on my list is the Under the Never Sky trilogy by, oh my god,